This is part 3 of the Crochet Beginner series where we learn to make this bag. In this part we will learn the double crochet stitch. Hopefully you're starting to feel comfortable chaining and making a slip knot. This video will go slightly faster through those techniques, but it'll still be slow. If you know the single crochet and the half double crochet, that will make this stitch even easier. If you haven't seen those videos and you need to catch up, go ahead and check those out. Let's get started. In this video, we will be making the double crochet block. The double crochet block is, like its name, double the size as a single crochet. So instead of 16 rows or 11 rows, we only need 8 rows. We're going to start the same with our slip knot, taking the tail, wrapping it around our fingers and crossing, taking your hook under the right side, pulling the left side through so you have a loop on your hook, holding the tail and the working yarn while you pop the loop off around your fingers. And then you can tighten your slip knot. So the double crochet is a little bit different than our single and our half double because it's so tall. Traditionally, when you make a double crochet, people use a chain 3 as a turning chain. And sometimes people use that chain 3 as the first double crochet. Sometimes people don't count it as a double crochet. And I will show you that when we get there. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and chain 16. So remember, you're holding the slip knot and my yarn is in front of my fingers, pinched between my middle and my pointer, wrapped around, and then my thumb and my middle grab the work. To chain, wrap your hook around, yarn over, pull through, pull through, yarn over, pull through. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Those are our 16 chains that we want. I'm going to go ahead and mark this first one because no matter what method we do, that's going to be our first double crochet. That's our 16th chain. So I'm going to mark that. But I'm going to show you a couple methods that you might see in patterns and videos. A lot of people will chain 3 as a double crochet, and that actually will count as the first double crochet. So then people would skip it and go into the next stitch. I'm going to go ahead and do one more double crochet, and I'll show you how to actually do a double crochet. But if you see, the chain 3 is as tall as our double crochets, so people will use that as the first double crochet. I honestly do not really like that method. There's also, some people will chain 3 and they will not count that as a stitch, so they will still go into the first stitch. I also don't like that method because it almost just kind of looks like 2 double crochets in one stitch, and we don't want that. So pretty often you'll find a chain 3 counting as the first double crochet, but like I said, I find that to be a bit flimsy, so I'm going to show you what I do and what I will do for every single double crochet throughout the rest of the series. So we're going to build our double crochet off of a single crochet. So if you can imagine a double crochet being a single crochet on top of a single crochet, That's what I'm going to do. So this is our 16th chain. We're going to chain 1, just like we were doing a single crochet. And we're going to go into that first stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2. So that was a single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick our hook. If you see the right post here, you're going to stick it into that post, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2. And the loop that just came off your hook, we're going to count that as the top of our double crochet. So you can see this is thicker than a chain 3, and it looks like a double crochet. There are a couple other ways you can make a double crochet like that. That would be called a chainless double crochet, but this is the easiest way, I feel. Or you can just chain 3 as the first one. But like I said, I'm going to be doing the chainless double crochets for the rest of the series. I just wanted to mention the alternative that chain 3 is often used. That was our chainless double crochet. Now we need to go into our second stitch and actually make a double crochet. To make a double crochet, we're adding one more step from our half double. So we're still going to yarn over before you insert your hook. So hook in front, wrap the yarn around, hold that down, and then you're going to insert into the next stitch. Grab your yarn, pull up a loop. So at this point it looks like a half double crochet, because for a half double crochet you would yarn over and pull through all 3, but for your double crochet you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is your first double crochet. And you can see this is our chainless, that's our actual double, and they look pretty similar. Alrighty, and you can see how tall it is. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This loop on your hook becomes the top of your double crochet. So again, make sure it's about equal to all the other ones. So yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there we go. That's 4 double crochets. 1 chainless, 3 regular. So we just need to make double crochets all the way to the end here. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Remember, be careful you're not putting a double crochet in the same stitch. I feel like double crochets are easier to see like where they are because they're so tall. This one's coming from this stitch, so the next stitch is here. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 4 left. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're coming up on our last stitch, so keep an eye on that loop, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and mark the final stitch. So we should have 15 double crochets, and then the first one is our chainless double crochet. And I want to compare that to 15 double crochets and a chain 3 as the first double crochet. It honestly, it's not that different, but I prefer the chainless method. So we're going to actually get a chance to do that again. But if you want to do chain 3 as a double crochet, what you would do is chain 3, skip the first stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch, because you're counting this chain 3 as the first double crochet. So that's why you would skip that stitch. But we're not going to do that. So I'm not going to mention chain 3 anymore. We're going to do our chainless. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to do our chainless double crochet, which is a single crochet on top of a single crochet. So inserting into the first stitch, doing a single crochet, which if you remember, you just insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then inserting your hook behind into that first, between the top of the single crochet, grabbing that top loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and that gets us up tall. And we can pull our stitch marker out here and insert it into the top of the second single crochet we made. And then we just need to do regular double crochets to the end. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and now we need to insert into our top 2 teardrops now that we're off of our chain row. So turn your work up, get under those 2 teardrops, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I want to mention something here. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. This first loop does not have to be as tall as everything. You're going to kind of work your way up with that first pull through. So I keep it kind of tall, kind of tiny, pull through 2, and then on the next one, it's at the level, pull through 2. So yarn over, insert in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, now it's tall, pull through 2. Yarn over, next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 3 stitches left. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And our last stitch is our funny little chainless that we made. And so just pull out your stitch marker, yarn over, and you should see 2 teardrops there on the top. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And it should be rather level. There we go. If it looks a little funny, the chainless sits a little bit funny sometimes, but we can fix that based on where we put our hook. So remember, make sure you're counting and make sure you only have 16 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this is 16. It's our chainless double crochet. Next row, chain 1, make it tiny, turn, and we're going to make our chainless double crochet by single crocheting into the first stitch and then single crocheting through the previous single crochet, and then we can mark it as our first double crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and do double crochets across, and then I'll show you how to fix that kind of sideways looking double crochet when I get over there. Okay, so we're on our last double crochet. So you see, if I pull on the stitch I marked, it kind of leaves a funny little nub, and that's our chain. And we might actually adjust for the next row, but if you play around with it, and instead of only grabbing the top here, if we also grab under this little loop when we insert our hook, so down here somewhere, and the 2 loops, and then we create our double crochet, it kind of straightens out our problem. So I just want to let you know, once you make 15 double crochets and you only have 1 left, it doesn't matter too much where you place that last double crochet in on top of that chainless double. Just place it so that it looks good. So you can always add, like I said, I did not just put it through the top too. I also grabbed this loop here. So I yarned over, I went behind this loop and under the 2 teardrops. And that's not going to change anything. It's just going to keep it straight. So play around with it a little bit. Don't be afraid. That's the nice part about crochet, is you can kind of freehand stuff. I feel like a little bit more than you can with knitting. I don't know a ton about knitting though, but even as a beginner, I just feel like crochet is easier to kind of test out new things. That was row 3. So what I said about the nub is, what you can do is you don't necessarily have to chain 1 for a single crochet. You can make a single crochet without chaining. See right there, I did not chain at all. And we could have done that for our first single crochet block. It's just not something I usually tell to a beginner, because I do feel like the chain helps create space and see things, but you don't necessarily have to add a chain 1 to a single crochet. So let's try that. All you have to do is turn your work, and you might want to pull your loop a little bit taller, but all you have to do is insert into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's a single crochet. But if you look, it is kind of like turning sideways, so that's usually why we place the chain 1. In this case it doesn't really matter, because we're gonna insert into this first loop and make another single crochet, and then just go ahead and mark it, and that's your first double. And then we're going to do double crochets all the way across. Alright, we're on our last spot here. Once again, I'm going to grab this extra third loop that's kind of hanging here, and also under the teardrops. And that is row 4. These are definitely easier to count. You can see the vertical bar split by the horizontal bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we're halfway. So we're going to turn our work. And again, you can either chain 1 for the single crochet or not. I think I'm not going to. I'm just going to make that first single crochet and then single crochet again into the sidebar. And that's our chainless double, and then double crochets all the way across. And I'm just going to do that for 4 more rows. And our last stitch, grabbing that little front piece and the 2 teardrops to go under. Bam. There are our 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 16 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There is our double crochet block. So you can see this nub here. That's when I was doing chain 1 for my chainless double crochet, and that nub disappeared because I stopped doing the chain 1. So it's up to you. It won't really matter because we're going to sew this side together to another block eventually, but there is our block. To finish it, we need to chain 1, cut it 2 lengths of our block, and then pull through, tighten it, and there we go. Now this is a little bit wider than our half double crochet block. So I honestly probably could have gotten away with only making it 15 wide, but everything can stretch and fit. I am going to try and not make anything bigger than this one though, so just roughly all the same size. They're doing pretty good. So we have single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. I did want to show you, this is a double crochet block with color changing. So you would do it the same way we did in the half double crochet. Right before you pull through the last 2 loops on your hook, you would change colors. I'll just go ahead and show you how to do the color change, even though it's very similar. So if we're on our last stitch, yarn over, insert, pull through 2. Before we pull through our last stitch, that's when we do the color change. So I'm going to grab this blue, drape it over my hook, pull through, and now you have your new blue loop. Drop the tail of the blue, chain 1. Chaining 1 when you change colors helps lock it in. Turn, and then you can create your first chainless double crochet, and then you can do a double crochet across. So let's say I want to switch back and forth instead of doing 2 rows. So I would need to cut this pink yarn, leaving 2 or 3 inches. So I cut that, and then on this side I can rejoin it again, just like we did on the first side, right before that last pull through. Chain 1, turn, and then I can do it again. Chainless double crochet, and then I would do double crochet all the way across, cut the blue, rejoin over here, and continue that back and forth. So that is our double crochet and double crochet with color changing. So far we have 3 out of the 4 core stitches: single, half double, double, and the last one we will do in the next part is the treble, very similar to the double. And then we will get into some of the fun designs using all of those stitches. You'd be surprised how easy some of these are. Comment below if you have any questions. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part. Happy crocheting!